well. Welcome back to another live on the Scania 143 rebuild. So tonight we're going to be getting these rusty rims finally gone. We've been waiting for our new wheels to be painted, which are now done. So we're going to be whipping these off, putting our nice new shiny rims on there, and also hopefully fitting these step tread plates, which have just been painted as well. So let's get into it. Let's go. Let's get this jacked up. I've got the jack under there set up, ready to go. I'll throw it up in the air, start buzzing this wheel off, get these nice new shiny rims on. Evening everyone. Evening John. Thanks mate. Yeah, she's looking good. You probably noticed there now these have been painted finally. We've been leaving that till last because obviously we're running out the cab. So we didn't want to be marking those up. So we're going to be masking them out at some point. So the plan for tonight guys is we're going to be getting these rusty old rims off. I've got some nice shiny new super singles to go on the front there with some new tyres as well. So just got it jacked up now. We'll start whipping that wheel off. Once we've got these done, I've got these tread plates painted up now as well. Same colour as the wheels and the locker handles and the checker plate and stuff. So hopefully we'll be getting them on as well. Any questions, feel free to ask while we're live. Don't be shy, throw some comments out. Oh, we've got a tight one. Garrett, it's nice job so far. Thanks, mate. Shiny new wheels will look cool. Yeah, they should do, mate. They're going to be looking better than them anyway, aren't they? We've got a tight wheel nut there. I don't think the compressor's switched on. Don't seem to be kicking in, so just bear with me a minute. I'm just going to go and flick that compressor on. Yeah, compressor weren't switched on. While the air's building up, I'll just give you a little look at the tread plates. If you're just joining us for the first time, this is a Scania 143 heavy wrecker we've been restoring for the past few months. Well, just to address one thing as well, guys, I've had a few people comment on the videos saying that these locker doors aren't level, which, yeah, you're right, they're not, but the reason for that is there's no seals on them. So obviously we've got to have a seal on there, a rubber seal. Obviously when them are on, it's going to bring this door back a bit, so there's some slight adjustment on the hinges, but obviously we can't set these gaps up until the seals are on, because we don't know how far that's going to push the doors out. Same with them, so I hope that's cleared that up. Hope we're getting these mud guards on soon as well. Cut these out, ready to go on at some point. Got the back lights in. If you didn't catch the last episode, go back and have a watch of that. But these are all in now. We've got these side markers and repeaters all wired up as well in the previous episode. They're all done now. We've ran the feed over to the other side to link it in, and then the next episode we're going to start working down this other side, going up into the flyer, and hopefully get it all lit up. So anyway, back to this. Here's our tread plates, nice and shiny. They should look pretty well on there. Again, they're the same colour as the wheels and the handles on the locker doors and some other bits and bobs we've done in that colour, just to tie it all in. We was thinking of going red, but there's not a lot of red on the front end, and there's already a hell of a lot of red on the vehicle, so we're just sort of breaking it up in between with bits of silver and stuff. Justin, you should ask everybody to like. What do you mean, mate? Like the live or like the videos? Evening, Ricky, how you doing, mate? It would be meant to do a job in that. Yeah, we will be doing a couple of jobs in it once it's all finished and back on the road. We'll give it a shakedown and make sure everything works as it should. So I'm just going to put you back on this tripod, try and get this last wheel nut off, and then I'll show you our nice new shiny rims. Evening, Patrick. Need twin stacks. Yeah, it would be nice, mate, to be honest, to have twin stacks, but I'll show you the issue with that. The issue with that is there's not enough room. We've got the fuel tank in the back there, because this is on a weighted front bumper, so there's no counterbalance behind the cab. So that fuel tank takes up a hell of a lot of room, and the filler for that fuel tank goes over to the locker on the other side, and then also up that side we've got the air intake over there. So it'd just be a bit of a ball ache, mate, to be honest, to start trying to put twin stacks in it. And to be fair, you're not going to see much of them anyway by the time you got a wagon on the back. So this will do for now. Again, don't take any notice of that. I've had a few people commenting on that, and it was just put there for piss sake, really. That exhaust is just in mock-up stage at the moment. We've just strapped it on just to get it in position, because the pipe that we had from here to the back of the turbo was just completely rotten, and it had about 25 patches on it. So we're going to be making a new piece for here. So we've just got this lower part in the right spot, and then we can start to make our exhaust for that. But yeah, I do agree, mate, twin stacks would be marvellous. And to be fair, there's loads of stuff that we could do, but obviously there's only so much money in the pot, and there's only so much time in a day. So we're just trying to get it done and on the road at this point, and then we can sort of add to it from there. In an ideal world, would have liked to put some Dura-Brights on it as well, but hey ho, we're going with the painted silver ribbons for now, again, because there's any other thing to spend money on at the moment. John White, underglow. Yeah, we were thinking that, to be honest, as well, mate, putting some underlighting on it, but yeah, we'll come back to that. It's certainly not a no. Ricky, nice bike. Yeah, we've done. Oh, by the way, guys, well, while you're on, we've got a Mark II channel as well. Don't know if you've seen that or heard of that. So it's Retro Restoration Garage Mark II, and we're just putting a little bit of different content on there. Kind of going to try and stick with this main channel on the heavy goods type stuff and the car stuff, and then we are on our Mark II channel doing some sort of behind the scenes stuff. We're going to start doing more lives over on that channel once we've got a bigger audience. Bike restorations. There is a video just been uploaded today on this barn find, Honda CBR 400. It's dug out of a barn in Preston. It's been washed now. Obviously, if you watch the video on our Mark II channel, you'll see that getting washed and us getting it running and stuff. So it's been sat since 2012. This the video does do it justice, to be fair. I know a lot of people put comments on there when they put pictures on saying the pictures don't do it justice, but in this case, it actually does. So we're going to be doing a full rebuild, full restoration on that. So get over to that Mark II channel, hit subscribe, and you'll be seeing that one coming. Right, anyway, let's get this wheel on. Jack's dropped. Again. That's better. Ugh, state of that one. Rusty. There is our nice shiny wheels on Supers as well. Some brand new tyres on there. I don't know if you can see that properly. But they look a bit better, don't they, guys? Nice on the inside as well. Nice and clean. Right, let's throw it on. Do you know Benjamin? I don't know him personally, mate. I've watched some of the videos. He seems to have a big following, which is good. He gets a lot of slagging off and all that, but to be fair to him, he does make some good content. People watch it, so fair play. Yeah, I think the channel's gone a bit better since that Benjineer's come on, to be fair. A bit more interesting content. Is that a rotator or a Rekka? It's a Rekka, mate. It's got the Century 50/30 gear on it. Don't scratch the wheel. Yeah, I think that's going to look miles better. Them supers make a big difference. Trying to do that without scratching them rims as well. Might put a little mark on it, just a little one. We've got new wheel nuts for it as well, which aren't here yet. We've ordered some. Forgot about them, to be honest. I only ordered them this morning when I realised I needed them, because them are a bit scabby. Trucker hood. What stacks am I looking at, mate? On what? On Trucker Tim's? Yeah, they look well better. Gives it that nice chunky look. Might end up having to get some spats on there though, because they do stick out a bit. MOT purposes, probably have to put some rubber or plastic arch spats on. So if anyone knows where we can get some of them from for a 143, please do enlighten me. Shame about them wheel nuts, innit? Yuck. I've got to paint the hubs yet as well. But we like doing things twice, because the wheel's probably going to have to come off again, but they're tying up space in the workshop because we've got a pile of them over here. We've got to put all the rear ones on yet. So I just need to get them out of the way for now. Got some tyres coming for these as well at some point. I just want to get them out of the way, free up some space. Getting kind of busy in here at the moment. I'm running out of room. All the stacks on mine. Single one on. I don't know if you've just watched the beginning part, but you'll just explain why we've only got a single stack on here and it isn't staying that high. We just put it on there for a laugh. So that's going to be chopped down and then we're going to be putting an angle on it. We left it that high because we put that on before we had the flyer on. So we want this to be higher than the beacons, because obviously we don't want the beacons getting sooted up, because as you know, they do kick out a bit of crap. So once the beacons are on, we can then gauge the height of this, and we're going to put an angle on it, and then put one of them flaps on it. I nearly said a naughty word then. Stop the rain getting down it, basically. Right, I'm going to have to jump back under here, drop this jack, scoot under the other side, and jack the other side up, get this other wheel off. Yeah, that's just single on the other side. Just saying there, guys, as well, if you are just joining us, we've just had a new video dropped on this Honda CBR barn find, just been pulled out of a barn in Preston. That's over on our Mark II channel. So if you go on your YouTube and search for Retro Restoration Garage Mark II, you'll find our other channel there. It is a new channel, so there's not a lot of people on it yet. So you could be one of the first to go over there and subscribe to that one. It is completely free, same as this. And there's a couple of videos on there, including the first video on this, where we tried to get it running. Are you customising the truck, mate? Yeah, so to speak. I mean, I could say, well, you could say it's customised to a certain degree already. Obviously, we've painted the chassis. It's all been shot blasted. It's had a full repaint. We put a full set of LEDs on it. We're doing a full interior retrim, which is due back from the trimmer anytime soon. there is a video on this channel, on the main channel, about the interior, and there's some pictures on there of what we've gone for. Just a bit of a sneak peek, really. I don't want to spoil the episode where we're going to put the interior in, so just a couple of little pictures to give you an idea of the look we're going for in there, and you'll see. This first time you've seen this then, trucker, or what? I'm guessing it is. You'll see in there we've got a full flocked dash, and we're doing a full custom paint job inside. All these lower parts are all getting painted. All the top lockers are getting painted. It is a bit dark in there, so you're going to struggle to see. Let's see if we can grab a torch. Let you a little look. It's absolutely covered in dust though. I had it absolutely mint. Spotless inside there, and because there's no glass in it, we tried to bag it up the best we can, but you know what dust's like, it gets bloody everywhere. So while we've been prepping certain bits, it's got covered in dust. So we've made a custom roof liner for it and a custom back panel. We're putting sort of a false headboard in here on an angle. We're going to be putting a sound system in across that back end and some lights. We've got to put some lights in the roof panel as well, some interior lights. It's all been sound deadened inside the cab as well. And we actually painted all inside this cab as well when we painted the outside, just to make it all nice. So yeah, should all tie in really well when it's done. Like I said, I can't give out too much, it's going to spoil the next episode, but it is going to be a really, really nice place to be in that when it's all back together. It'll certainly be better than the original. We are going to modify the weighted front bumper as well to make that look a little bit better. And a few other bits and bobs that we're going to be doing. All the sun visors and stuff I've got to go back on yet. We might be putting some light bars on it. We're not entirely sure yet. Oh. Again, it joined us. We've got all these lights wired up now in the side. Customised these handles in there. They've all been painted and rebuilt for all the control levers even. And we've put an aluminium track up there in the top as well to run all the wiring on and mount our interior lights to for the inside of them lockers. If you're wondering why one's blue and one's yellow, that's to match up with the winches. Bear with us a sec. So that's going to line up. Obviously they've got a twin winch on these, so just to determine which lever does which winch, when we get the winch guides back, or the fair leads as they're called, we're going to be colour coding them to the same colour as the lever. So when we pull that blue lever, it does a blue winch, the yellow lever does a yellow winch. Just makes it a bit easier. And again, we've got the back lights in, got the work lamps on, all brand new. Got some outline markers in. Again, we are going to be fitting some more additional lights as well. And again, if you're just joining us, there's our tread plates that we're going to be fitting soon as well. They are quite fresh, these. It was painted not so long ago, so I'm hoping they're going to dry quick enough for us to put them on without destroying them and get fingerprints all over everything. Right, back to the wheels. Scania. No, I don't have a Turkish bushel, mate. I'm not into them. I think they're a little bit dark around here. I'll do my best to make it visible for you. All the lights are on the bloody top of the roof, aren't they? We need to upgrade the lightage. It is bright down the middle, but when you've got something like this in, it just blocks all the light out down the side, so need to put some more strips down here really. So that'll have to do for now. Nice bloody jack. Yeah, we'll have some horns on it, trucker. Just not them. I don't think we're going to be going with them whistly things. Don't see the fascination in them personally. Well, each to their own. But it's definitely going to be having some big air horns on it, some big adleys on it, some. my bar gone? Good evening everyone, if you just joined. Hope we're all doing well. Any questions, feel free to ask while I'm on the live. Put your questions out there. Get this wheel on. Helps when you take the masking tape off, doesn't it? Not going to fit with that though. Especially Dutch trucks for you. For me, I am only nipping them nuts up, by the way, guys, because they've got new wheel nuts coming, so there's no point smashing them right up and torquing them up and everything, because they're going to be coming off again in the next couple of days. Tell you what, guys, it's a warm one in here tonight. There's about 30 degrees in here, sweating. Only put two wheels on. Right, we're going to start having a look at these. Look at that, bloody sweating. Just got to take the masking tape out of these holes, and then we'll go and see if our tread plates have dried off. See if we can get them on. Some nice new shiny bolts. Glenn's not with us this evening, by the way, if you're wondering. He's currently out on a breakdown, going recovering a truck back from North Wales somewhere, I believe. Iveco, surprise, surprise. So he may come back soon. I might get to say hello. And then again, you know how the recovery job's go, he might be out for the next 10 hours. Yeah, I think that we're going to look good on there. Nice and shiny. Bang them on. Some nice shiny new nuts and bolts to go with it. Might be a bit long then, you know, got some shorter ones. Step number 2 coming in. You know what? I don't want to step on, I don't want to stand on them. Seems a shame to get them dirty. Catch me up on what you're watching. What are you watching, mate? Enlighten me. You never know, I might want to watch it too. What are you talking about, this one? This is a Scania 143 heavy wrecker recovery truck, which we've been restoring for quite a number of months now. If you click onto the main channel, plenty of videos on this. Back from when it was a rusty wreck, we dragged it off a yard down in North Wales, Welperfelly. It sat right by the sea for about 10 or 12 years, I think, just rusting away. It was absolutely rotten as a pear when we got it. And now she's looking pretty good. We've almost got the front grille ready to go on this as well, guys, and the corner panels. You're seeing as well on one of the last episodes that I'm fitting these A-pillar trims in that we've had painted, and I've also got the top lockers that are painted. In fact, I don't know where they've gone. Is that them? Might be under here. Yeah, so we've got our lockers buried under here as well, which are all painted, colour coded to suit, ready to go in. This is another restoration project that was on the channel. This is just a day-to-day job. It's a working workshop. We don't just do YouTube stuff. So anyway, that is those tread plates on loosely now. Just need to nip them up, but I need to drop the other side on yet. I think they look pretty good. Got some new marker lights to go in here as well. They are painted in the same colour as the wheels, which are painted in the same colour as the checker plate, which is painted in the same colour as all the handles. And we're also going to be colour coding the mirror arms, the metal arms into silver, and then obviously the actual mirror backs themselves are going to be white, same as the cab. We've got a big deep visor to go on there, which is going to be white as well. We've got a fully custom interior. That's been flocked. I actually flocked that myself. First time I've ever done any trimming. It came out alright, to be fair. Quite happy with that. And the rest of the interior is currently in professional trimmers. I'm not attempting to do that bit. Not that good. Let's get these nipped up. Back in a minute, guys. We're going to go and grab some spanners. So what we all up to, everyone? Any of you guys got any restorations on the go? Let us know what you think of this build so far. Sorry, lost you then for a minute. Ricky's back. Looking to buy a tilt and slide. One's just come up on Facebook actually. It's what are you after, a 7.5 tonner? There's a little DAF LF just popped up, pretty cheap. But like it had a decent body on it, but it's just run out of test. I think it was about 6 or 8 grand or something. It was the old Euro 5 shape, but it's a 14 plate, so it was the last of that shape. So it is actually a Euro 6, Ricky, that one. It seemed. I think the guy who was selling it didn't know it was a Euro 6 because someone commented on his post saying it's my old truck, it's ULEZ compliant. So it might be a little bit underpriced. You might get a bargain there. Have a search. DAF LF tilt and slide recovery truck, I think it's listed as. Not bad wagons, them little DAF LFs, to be fair. And they all have their issues, don't they? But they're not a bad truck. Renault 07. Yeah, I mean, again, the Renault Midlands, it's pretty much a DAF LF, to be honest, mate. Same cab. Very, very similar engine and running gear. There's not a lot of difference in them, but you're probably better off going for Euro 6 now, because I think that clean air zone thing's going to come into most areas before we know it, unfortunately, which is going to be a bit of a bummer for stuff like this, for your older stuff. You still with us, Deep UK? Have you disappeared? It's always a problem with stuff like this, isn't it? You paint it white. You don't want to mark it, but it's going to be a working truck, so it's going to get marked. But hello, is this a Scania? Yes, it's a Scania 143 V8. It's a heavy wrecker recovery truck. Loads of videos on this main channel. You want to click the channel link. There's about best part of 30 episodes now on this from when we got it. If you are just joining us, this was dragged out of a yard down in Pwllheli in Wales. Sat there on the coast by the sea, rotting away for many years. Actually put over 120 foot of welding just into these lockers. Absolute mammoth task. My Midland has just over 1 million Ks. Clean air for Birmingham, you need no alternative people, truck size, Yeah, there seems to be a bit of a thing with that, don't they? People think that they're MOT exempt, but they're not. I've had loads of people telling me that this is MOT exempt, but it's not. I think there was once a time, and again I could be wrong here, but from my memory, I think if they was built as a wrecker from new and they was type approved, then you didn't have to have them MOT'd after if they was built from new. But you still need a certificate of roadworthiness, which is basically an MOT anyway, isn't it? So for what it is, you may as well just get them tested and you know you're legal and good to go then. Million Ks on the Midland. Done well there, Ricky. Again, if you look after them, they're not a bad truck. What do you mean? You'll need an MOT clean air for Birmingham. Is that not part of the ULEZ? Euro 6 jobby? Funnily enough, I had a weird one. One of my businesses is HGV maintenance company, and we've got a shunter, which is a Scania. Basically, we use it for running trailers to MOT and collecting customers' trailers and nipping about in. And we put a private plate on it, and that is now showing as MOT exempt. So when you go to tax it, it shows online that for whatever reason it's MOT exempt. And we've been on to the DVLA to ask them what's going on, and they pretty much told us over the phone it's MOT exempt and they can't tell us why. So that's a bit of an odd one, and that's a 65 plate Scania R450, just a normal 6x2 tractor unit. No idea what went on there. Brun Breeze, that's a new one. Right, move this camera around here, get these other tread plates on. So it's a bit dark around here, guys. Bigger washers. May God give you the strength to restore this truck. Thanks for that, mate. I needed that about 6 months ago. Yeah, sound Ricky. If you go on to one of our videos, mate, my email address is in the descriptions on the main channel. Bang us an email, because obviously me and Glenn both have our own HGV and van workshops. So we're always sending out recovery jobs and stuff like that. I actually have a breakdown network as well called Truck SOS, where we sub out a lot of work as well, breakdowns and recovery stuff. Let's swap these bolts out. Oof, MANs. Don't mind the older stuff, Ricky, but those MAN tractor units, sort of probably 15 onwards, we had an outbook grief with them. Got chocolate cranks in them. This one's being a bugger. Yeah, the 13s weren't a bad motor. They just got sort of ruled out, didn't they, again with that ULEZ crap. Yeah, they had a habit of the exhaust downpipe falling off the turbo and then melting all the wiring looms, which was loads of fun. Don't like these trucks. Yeah, they're not great, mate. I don't think there's a single good modern truck out there that's completely reliable anymore. It's like they're built to break, aren't they? Just all built for after sales parts, breakdowns, service bills. But my favourite truck is still a Scania. I run a fleet of Scanias. They are 450s, a good motor. Probably best of a bad bunch. So has AdBlue systems, Ricky. Absolute garbage. Just another money-making exercise, isn't it? Tax and more tax. Don't get me started on that. That's annoying me. Evening, Peter. So you have to get lifting gear certified for lifting before you start using it. Yeah, it's got to be lowered, mate. Have to be get a certificate on it, but because it's actually manufactured gear on this, it's proper gear. It's not homemade stuff. It's easy enough to get done. That's those ones on as well. The washer bottle to go in yet. That's the next thing to do. We're actually thinking of making some finishing plates for here as well. Tom's currently got these rear drop wings in paint at the minute, which obviously covers that bit, but there's nothing to actually cover the gap between the two. I don't think there was ever anything there, to be fair. So you've got this bit there, so we're actually thinking of making a plate just to fill that gap. What do you think? And don't forget, guys, as well, head over to our Mark II channel, hit subscribe on that. We're going to be uploading some different content on there for you, some behind the scenes stuff, some bloopers, some different type of content, different kind of restorations. It's a brand new channel, only just been set up, so if you get over there, you'll be one of the first to join that new channel. We're going to be uploading some videos on that very soon. There is some videos already on there, one of them being this Honda CBR, which we just had dragged out of a barn in Preston. A decent little video on that there for you to watch. Nice solid little complete bike for all the biker fans. It's difficult to upload all different stuff on the same channel because the algorithm doesn't like it. So if 1 minute you're uploading truck and car stuff and then you start doing like your barn find stuff, it's kind of a targeting a different audience, and your views just seem to drop off, and the videos don't get pushed to the people who should be watching them, if that makes sense. So we figured out that posting certain things on the main channel just targets the wrong audience, and we don't get the viewers back. So we're going to be splitting it up, doing the cars and the trucks on this main channel, and then everything else is going to be over on the Mark II channel, and we're going to start doing our lives on that Mark II channel as well. So get off over there, get subscribing to that one. There's not much more I can do really tonight, to be honest. So if another little walk around, if you're just joining us, it's a Scania 143M heavy wrecker. Just been doing a full restoration on it. Dragged it out of a yard in Pwllheli, where it sat and rotted for 10 years. Absolute mess of a thing it was. And now she's looking good. And again, just to answer a few questions, people have been saying on the videos in the comments that these locker doors don't line up. That is because there's no seals on there yet, guys. So that's why the doors are sat in a little bit. Obviously once them seals are on, it'll pull these doors out. And there is a bit of adjustment on the doors, but we can't adjust the doors until our new seals arrive. So obviously right around this edge needs a big rubber seal on, which will pull this door forward, and then once we've got them seals on we can level them all out. So don't worry, it's not a bad fit, they're just not fitted correctly yet. All these doors are brand new as well. These are all fabricated. The old doors were knackered. These lockers have had so much work. I spent months and months welding and having these prepped. The flyer needed a lot of work as well. That flyer is actually getting covered in checker plate, which we have in stock ready, which we're going to send off to a machine shop and have cut and folded. So all inside this bit here, all the way around, is going to be covered in checker plate. And then we're having this full rear end checker plated as well, which it was originally, like a walkway, all the way from here basically to this top edge. It's all going to be checker plated. And then we're going to put a nice little handrail all the way across here, a little grab rail. We've got plenty more lights to go on it yet. We've got to put a shed load of interior lights in. We've put this aluminium tracking up there ready to mount our interior lights and run our wiring looms across. We're doing a full rewire on it. So we started running all the new looms in, got the new backlights in. All this has all been painted, you can see it now. Probably absolutely covered in dust now, guys, but get you a little look in there. Over on this side, it's all been shot blasted. Basically, it's been, all this body's been off. We've had it all shot blasted, and it's all been repainted in there. Obviously, just covered in dust now because the amount of work it's had. All the rams have been off. The rams have all been fully rebuilt, resealed. It's had all new hydraulic hoses, all down in there. Winch cables are off. Currently got some new winch cables on order. The old ones didn't look that bad, but you never know, dear. Last thing you want is one of them snapping when you're pulling on something. So just to be safe, we are putting new winch cables on it as well. Oof, look at them super singles sticking out up there now. Looks fat. All the running gear's been gone through. All new drums, all new shoes, new cam bushes, new chambers, new airbags, new spring eye, bushes. It's had a full new spring on this side. Tag axles had all the same, all new chambers, new drums, new shoes, new airbags, all brand new in there. The front, we've put new shoes on the front as well. We've got some new chambers for the front. All these lights, every single light on the truck's been replaced from the old bulb type to the same type of lamp but in LED. We've got some brand new headlights on order for it. Full new wiring loom going in. All new work lamps. We've got camera kit going on the back of it. We've got work lamps going on the underlift. So when you underlift down, you can see what's going on underneath the truck you're lifting up. So yeah, it's had a hell of a lot of work. New little line markers, got full arch liners for it, which we're just in the process of fitting. So this is going to cover up all this. All the underside is all pretty much brand new. Grab a torch, give you a little look under there, because this will probably be the last time you see it before it gets covered up with the wheel arch. Oh, torch is flat. Where's my other one gone? it is. Oh, that sounded scratchy. Stuff everywhere at the minute, guys. It's like a bomb site. They've made a right mess doing this. Oh, push this out of the way a bit. Oh, don't scratch that, that's another A-pillar trim. So all this under here has basically been all replaced. I've chopped all the floors out of these, welded all new steeling on the underside, made all new braces. These are brand new, the cross bearers we had fabricated. There is some temporary bolts in there at the minute, just to hold stuff in while we're waiting on parts coming. We've got to get some proper mounting brackets for these. It's on temporary mounts at the minute, and that's why we've not fitted this arch liner yet, because we're waiting for these pads. So obviously we can't put that in until them pads are on. Once them are bolted in properly, then we can start mounting these wheel arches. All new side repeaters. These are all side repeating marker lamps, so these will be lit up all the time as your side markers, but will also flash with the indicators. Same again on the side of the flyer. They are marker lights, but also side repeaters, and they've all been changed for the exact same lamps as the originals, but LED versions. And I tell you what, wiring loom, the old wiring loom that come out of this was like that, because of all the lamps it had to run, which was on the old bulbs. Must have been taking some draw. So obviously now we're running LED, we can put nice, tidier, thinner loom in. In fact, it's here, I'll show you. Look, here's the old loom. Gauge of that. It's like stuff you use in your house. It's massive. And there was just loads of crappy repairs and stuff in there, and joins and all sorts of garbage. So bin that. We've done a full rewire on it. So still plenty to do, but we are getting there. If you've been following this build from the beginning, you'll have seen just how far this has come now. Really is taking shape. Hopefully these drop wings should be on by the end of the week, and the interior should be back soon. Grill and corner panels should be ready next week as well. Start building all this front end up, and then the last big job really on this is that weighted front bumper, which I'm not looking forward to. And it is a monstrosity, to be fair. It sticks out like a massive horrible chin, but it's got to be on there. It's got to have something to pin that front end down, and it is type approved with that on it as well, because obviously the fuel tank's behind the cab, so there's no counterbalance there. So we're going to have to come up with some sort of design to make that look a little bit more appealing, because at the moment it just looks horrendous, or it does when it's on. Again, if you go back to the previous video, you'll see that. Is that an annual thing? Let's see some recovery trucks. Yeah, it's every 12 months, Peter. I believe if it's a man-ridden platform, so like your tail lifts where you've actually got somebody stood on it and operating it, I think they've got to be done every 6 months if it's like a personnel ridden. But obviously this is just an operational gear where you're doing it on a remote. You're not actually standing on it. There's no platforms or anything. It's a 12 monthly. Bit of kit will be nice. Yeah, falling apart. Yeah, this was falling apart, to be honest. It was an absolute rock box. Get yourself back onto the channel, Peter. Have a look back through some of the episodes. Go back to episode 1 there, work your way through. You'll see just how far this thing's gone. I mean, you're probably not going to have the time to watch all 30 episodes, but flick through a few of them from the start and you'll see just how much work we've done to this. I mean, I forgot the majority of it. Even stuff like all these cab mounts was absolutely knackered. There was not a single bush left in this front end. So all this has been torn down. We've put all new bushes in here. Again, this is all dusty now, but all the torsion bars been off, all new bearings. This has all been re-zinc plated. We sent this off to be plated. The airbags all been plated. All these bearings and bushes, that's all been gone through. The radiator's been out and been sorted. The fan's been off. It's all detailed behind the radiator. We even painted all the fan blades, intercooler. We do need to change this intercooler though, because we made a bit of a mess up with it. We sort of repainted it all, got it all looking nice, and then realised that it'd been rubbing on something, and it's actually rubbed a couple of holes in this lower vein. So we need to source one of them. We're still looking, and they're about, I think they're about 1,200 quid, 1,500 quid, something like that. So I'm hoping I can find a good used one, because the amount of money we've spent on this truck's just been unreal so far. Got a full custom interior in there as well. which is looking nice. Nice flock dash. And it's dark in there, you can't see that, but we've been doing some custom stuff in there. We've got a full retrimmed interior coming back, which is all embroidered as well with Scania and V8 and Babis and all that. It is 450 V8 this as well, what's in it. So it should pull pretty well. Rear tag axle. The original owner, Ricky, it was built for Lantern Recovery. It was built by Wreckers International, which are owned by Lantern Recovery, I believe. We've actually had them following the build of this, and Ray, the owner, or the then owner of Lantern, I think it's been sold off now, but I think they still own the firm that build the Wreckers. It might be Wreckers Worldwide or something like that now. I can't remember. But the bloke's called Ray. He's been on asking questions, and he was happy to see it being brought back to life. A few comments going on Facebook page as well by some of the Lantern lads. It's done a stint at BDV. It's done a stint at Marston's. A few other places. It's done the rounds. I'll tell you what, when we shot blasted that chassis, it was, I think we come across about 9 different colours. Greens, blues, yellows, reds, you name it. It's been in every colour under the sun, this thing. It did quite a lot of European work as well. One of the lads who ran this for many years and did a lot of European trips in it actually follows the build. He comments quite a lot on it. We actually just have people turning up at the workshop, people who know where we're based, just coming to have a look at it. If you're ever in the area, Ricky, ever up in the northwest, around Greater Manchester, pop in, come and have a brew, show you around it. I've been with you from the start. It's what you call completely original, but everything is brand new. Yeah, kind of. Or as Matt Armstrong says, brand new second hand. Yeah, cheers for following, Peter, as well. If you've been watching all the episodes, it's nice to know. Following it all the way through. Because you get some people who obviously just jump on sort of the one episode and don't watch the rest of them. So it's nice to know people are actually watching all the episodes. Right guys, there's not really much more I can do tonight. It's getting on a bit, the battery's going. Got a couple of calls I need to make. Got a few calls come through while I've been on the live, so I'm going to catch up with those. Again, thank you all for watching. I hope you're enjoying this build and the other builds we're doing. Jump onto the channel. Don't forget to head over to our Mark II channel. give that a subscribe. Some good content coming on there. I can just hear Glenn's pulling up in the yard as well, in the truck. So I'll see how he's getting on. Right guys, again, thanks for watching. Get over to the Mark 2 channel, hit that subscribe button, click the bell icon. Keep us up to date with these videos that are getting uploaded. Hope you all have a good evening. I'll catch you all in the next one. See you in a bit.